Start recording. 4.224/8. All right, this is our handy dandy. Now, y'all do it on the calculator. Those of you who's got a laptop, I'll put it on Excel for you. Yeah, just come on in whenever. That's fine. She got the coronavirus too. She's sick. Dang old flu kills like millions every year, and just because China comes out with the coronavirus because they're mad at us. Wasn't that convenient? We did a trading deal with them where they're not ripping us off, and then they come out with the coronavirus. Wow, what a coincidence. But the Kool-Aid drinkers, they just don't know what you're talking about. There you go. All right, I want you to do it on your calculator. That means Scatterplot. That means, or if you got your laptop, use it. Scatterplot. You want your equation of your regression line, graph the regression line, and you need an R factor, your correlation coefficient. And I showed you how to do that on your calculator. I will show you again, just like I've done it like 5,000 or 6,000 times on the videos. On the videos that you're supposed to watch when you don't understand something. I'm going to go ahead and draw, hit insert, and click on Scatterplot. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to right click and add Trendline. And y'all can do that on your calculator and see if you got the right answer. You'll have to take the square root of that R squared though. No, I actually cut grass this weekend, and that's my problem. Dang old season change, dang old allergies. And I drink a fifth of liquor every morning when I wake up. I used to know a guy, he's dead now. He used to drink a fifth before he went to church. You know, church starts at like 9 o'clock. How can you drink a fifth of liquor before 9 o'clock? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He had a wife. That's why. She was just hanging up. You ever noticed on the Andy Griffith Show, nobody's married and everybody's happy? And the only people that ain't happy are they're married. And then one of them throws chickens at each other and the other one's drunk. Y'all ever notice that on Andy Griffith Show? I'm going to go ahead and be pulling up the handy dandy calculator so y'all can see how to do that. Take me a minute to pull it up, but I'm not going to say anything bad about Tri-County. No more. Not when there are other colleges that are hitting rocks together. Somebody said they were doing posters in psychology class. Oh my gosh, you have to do that in other classes?
No.
Oh, just for teachers?
For everything. The bathroom signs, everything on the bulletin board.
All right, I'm going to type these in, and then I'll show you how to use the calculator. For those that don't know how, hit Stat and Edit, and type them in. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8.
No.
I'm about to starve. I'm about to starve. 89.6. 86.2. 83.2. 81.8. 77.5. This is a test question. 73.9. 63.4. 72.2. 66.2. And 66.2. Everybody got those in? Now, I'm going to have to go in and turn the diagnostic on because deep freeze on all these computers, whenever you make a change to something, whenever you boot the computer back up, it goes back to the default settings. So I have to change mine. So second, not complaining. Second, catalog. I'm going to go down to the D's and turn my diagnostic on. Diagnostic on means put everything on the menu on the screen that you can put on the screen. Everybody with me? So diagnostic on, done. Now I'm going to hit stat. I've got the stuff typed in. Calculate linear what? And it's all automatically defaulted to L1 and L2. So all you got to do is hit what? Calculate. And there's your information. Let's write it down. Take my handy dandy whiteboard and y is equal to mx plus b. That's what you've learned ever since pre-algebra. So this bull crap, ax plus b, I don't know why they do that. So negative 2.81, y is equal to negative 2.81x plus b is 88.69. That is your equation for your regression line. And your R squared is 0.8756, and take the square root of that. R is equal to 0.9357. Now we've got to graph it. So let's graph it. So I'm going to hit second, y is equal. Let me hit it again.
It's not going to work because the box is like...
Thank you. Second, y is equal. Hit enter to go into that first section of plotting. Hit enter again to turn the plot on. It is defaulted to the scatter plot right there. You don't have to change anything. All you have to hit now is graph. You may not see it, so you hit zoom, and I think it's 0, 9. Zoom 9. There is your scatter plot. Now I'm going to type in y is equal to negative 2.81 x plus 88.69. And I'm getting a headache. And graph. I don't believe you. And there's your line. And you feel good about yourself. And you can actually hit trace. And you can go down this line, go down the scatter points, or you can hit enter and go down. I think it'll go down. Yeah, it's going down the line. It'll go down each one. So there we go. So what about, let's go to, what if I want to find x is equal to 12? Well, there's 11. I'm going to go to the second, hit table, which is right here. And I want to find x is equal to 12. What is 12? 54.97. And that's how you use your calculator. Now, I went over that probably at least 5 or 6 times between the 2 classes, and they're all in that video. So there should be nobody trying to find out how to use their calculator. And there's the questions they're asking. Now, there's one thing that I didn't show y'all. How many numbers do we have in this? Hold on. N is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 numbers. So N is equal to 10, right? Hit your, right here, critical value. N is equal to 10. What is 0.632? So our correlation is higher than the standard correlation. The standard correlation is 0.632. So ours is what? 0.9357. Ours is higher. So therefore, you put in there, ours is higher, or the standard is lower on the critical value chart. I didn't go over that because you don't use that. That's old school. Okay? And that's how you do that problem. That's all I'm going to test you on. Next. That's 4.2. Let me get this back oriented. That's 4.224. And now this one, delete. 4.25. Same type question. All right, I'm going to let y'all do this one since I've gone over the calculator again. So I'm going to pull it up on spreadsheet so you can check and make it bigger. There you go. Really? Hold on a minute. It's my fault. I hit the wrong button. There you go. All right, do that on your calculator. And find all that information and graph it, and then graph the line on the graph. And if you can't do it, you can write it up as what? Being a failure and a disappointment to all mankind. Michael Bloomberg is ending his campaign. Really? Dumb butt. These politicians, good gracious. All you got to say, one person's got to say, oh, you should run for president. And what do? They run for president just because one person told them to run for president. No sneezing in class. Take your coronavirus out. Bloomberg just thought he was going to buy his way to the presidency. Well, that's one good thing we can't do. At least nobody's done it yet. Okay, y'all finished? Yep. All right, here we go. I'm going to hit insert. I'm going to hit scatterplot. And there is my scatterplot. Add trendline, display equation, and R. And somebody take the square root of 0.8753 for me.
0.935.
Okay, write that down. 0.935 is your
936.
936. 0.936 is your R. That's all there is to it. That's all I'm going to test you on in 4.1, besides correlation, causality, and slope. I'll ask you slope questions. And the causality will be, we went over that test question. They asked you, what is the causality, or is there causality of weight of your car versus gas mileage? There's causality there. The more your car weighs, or the more you're carrying, the less what? Your gas mileage. So that's a causality question. So that's 2 questions right there that you should be able to handle on the test. Capiche? All right. I gave up on the Ukrainian, I'm sorry. I still got it, but I gave up on it. I still got it right here. I try it every once in a while, but I'm going to have to brush up on my Ukrainian. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I can barely get the first 2 words out, much less the last word. I'm going to have to practice that. Don't worry. The Russians are going to take over, and we're all going to die. So, next. This is 4.25/3. Okay, it's the same question. I'm not going to go over that one again. I'll do it one time. There. I'm going to do it in StatCrunch. Do it in StatCrunch. What do you hit? Well, hit graph. And look at there. Scatterplot. It's amazing. Oh, you got to pick X and Y. Now, stat. Go down to linear regression, or what does it say? Regression, simple, linear. And X and Y, and compute. There you go. Y is equal to negative 0.8137 plus 7.03. And what is my R factor? Negative what? Is that strong? Very strong. And you feel good about yourself. So it looks like B, and you type in those numbers. All right, let's move on. Delete 4.27. Same type. We're going to move on. Next, 4.27, 4.27. Okay, 5.2. 5.217.8. 5.217.8. Find the probability of P not E. Put your big X there. Some people put a little C there. Some people put an X. Some people put a line over it. All of them mean what? Starts with a C. Complement. So write that down, because some of you, I might not have went over it. P of E with a little c, P of E with a line over it, or P of E with a big X. All 3 of those are the complement. And is it with an E or an I? They spell it 2 different ways. One's with an I and one's with an E. I can't remember. Complement of, somebody look it up, P of E. Okay, so if P of E is 0.25, what are all 3 of these? I heard mumble.
0.75.
Thank you. Was that you?
No.
Okay. Question. Everybody using their phone? I don't know why you're using your phone for that. Maybe you're just playing on your phone. Is that it? Okay. That's all right. I'll remember when you ask me a question. Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all don't ask questions because you already know everything, right? You send in a question. 0.75.
You didn't put the 5.
I know, for some reason my keyboard quit working. There we go. Do you know why people miss this question? Because it's probably the easiest question on the test. Be careful with that question. You will see it on the test. The reason I put it on there is because that's a standardized test question, and people miss it. Next, 5.29/5. The probability experiment is conducted in which the sample space of the experiment 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Event E is 6, 7, 8, 9, and event G is 11, 12, 13, 14. Assume that each outcome is equally likely. List the outcomes in E and G. E and G. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. That should be it. Okay? Is there overlap? Yes or no? No. Is there 2 11s in each one? No, Hubert. Then there's no overlap. Is there 2 14s in each set? No. Now, that is if they are comparing E and G. Now, that's, to me, they're not comparing E and G to S, because I don't see an S in here. So I'm going to say that it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have no idea what they're saying. E and G. E and G. That means this guy and this guy. Okay, so this guy and this guy, there's nothing in this and there's nothing in that. I have no idea what they're talking about. Well, this is their exclusive, so I don't. Does anybody have any idea what they're talking about here? I don't. At least I'm honest with y'all. Yes, because the events E and G have no outcomes in common.
I think it means that when they have no outcomes, you pick the one where you can't put anything in the parentheses.
I know that. Yeah, I agree with you. But if you're going to put E and G together, is that not what and is? Okay, I'm going to leave this question. I'm going to have to come back to this question because I don't understand what they're asking. Let's go to the next question. I'm going to leave that one. This is 5.2. Okay, that's why people are sending that question. Okay, that is a question that we'll come back to. 5.317/10. Probability that a randomly selected 1-year-old male salamander will live to be 2 years old is 0.9975. So what does that mean? What's the complement? He's going to die. So the complement of 0.9975 or so is point what? 0.00429. Somebody figure that, because that's probably you're going to. What is the probability that 2 randomly selected salamanders will live to be 2 years old? Well, that 2, well, that'd be 0.99575 raised to the what? Second power. So somebody do that for me. So what do you get? And give me 5 decimal points. 0.99575 raised to the second power. Right there. 99571. 971. Okay, former mother-in-law, former wife.
0.9914.
3.8.
0.9914.
You say 5?
Y'all didn't round right. That's all right. I'll just do it next time.
I said 1.4.
Okay, whatever. Okay, now do 9. That'd be 0.99571 raised to the 9th power.
You want us to do it?
No, I'll do it. I don't trust y'all.
0.962.
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
I got it.
Forget it.
This is my question.
Okay, all right. Then we'll do your question then. Point what?
0.96205.
Yay. What is the probability that at least 1? Now remember, what does at least 1 mean? Probability of 0 subtracted from 1. Okay? So, the probability that at least 1 of 9 randomly selected 1-year-old salamanders will live to be 2 years old. Okay, so we've done 1. You'd have to do all 9 and add those up, 1 through 9, and that would be the probability. Or, let's see, 0, let's see, 1 to the 0 power would be 1. So, you'd have to add all those up. So that would be 0.99571 to the 8th power or the 9th power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the 9th power, and subtract that from 1, which you've done that, which would be what? 0.03795?
Yes.
Give it to me again.
0.03795.
That should be your answer. That's your complement of B. That could be a test question. What the hell are they going to ask now? Would it be unusual if at least 1 of 9 randomly selected blah, blah, blah? Well, is this greater than 5? Is this greater than 5 cents? No, it's 4 cents. So it would be unusual. Okay, would it be unusual? Yes, because the probability of this happening would be less than 0.0. If it's less than 0.05, always remember that, it's going to be unusual. So, except for one question, we did good today. I don't know about that question though. Let's see, which one which one is the one that's messed up? That one. So that one, okay, those two. I'm gonna research these two right here before we go over them. I'll go over those Friday for you. Question. Nobody has any questions? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and cut off the recorder. Nobody has any questions? Cut off the recorder.